How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. And we're going to be doing a winter warmer today. It's that time of year. It's November in northeastern Pennsylvania. So now's the time when all your holiday beers come out. And yeah, winter warmers. They're kind of a weird bunch for me. It's some I really like, some not a big fan of. But it's probably, if you're going to call this beer isn't one, but most winter warmers are lower in ABV. And they tend to be more sessionable than the beers I typically drink, so it's one of my favorite sessionable styles of beer. So they usually come with a decent amount of flavor at a relatively low ABV. But like I said, this one's a little bit different. It is 21st Amendment's Winter Warmer. It's their Fireside Chat, and it comes in at 7.9% alcohol. And that's all in the can here. What else it says on the can? It says seasonal release, winter spiced ale, 45 IBUs. 21st Amendment is kind of one of those breweries that tends to overhop a little bit, not as aggressive as Stone or Bell's or Sierra Nevada, but hopefully this is a departure from that little bit of a trend I've seen from them. But anyway, like I said, our Fireside Chat, 7.9% alcohol, ale with spices added, and that's pretty much it. No story, nothing else. Label-wise, can-wise, because this is a can, obviously. Cool, man. All 21st Amendment's labels are pretty just cool stuff. There's really, a nice little, like, Harry Truman-esque character sipping on a nice goblet of beer by a fire with a little elf chilling. And that's about it. Pretty cool stuff. But, yeah. But, like I always say, proof is in the beer, not in the label. So let's see what she's got. That is going to overflow on me. Ooh, no. Ooh. I thought it was going to go. But either they put the perfect amount in there, or actually no, because I have a huge goblet, so I just got lucky on that one. Or skill, whatever you want to call it. It's luck. But a little bit of a head on it. I mean, it's a can. You give it a vigorous pour no matter almost what you do, so you're going to expect a head that's a little bit bigger than what you typically get out of a beer. Crazy creamy top, off-white color, beige color head. It's really bizarre bubble-wise. It's got like vertical, medium, large, small bubbles in a set pattern. It's just the randomness of the pour. It has to be, but it's almost, I mean, you probably can't see it, but it's like almost uniform throughout the whole beer. It's quite odd. Don't really see that often. Color-wise, that is a winter warmer. Very, a little bit darker actually than the typical winter warmer, almost like in your wee heavy color spectrum as far as beers go. Super ruby red. Doesn't look like there's a ton of density in there. It looks like it's a little bit of carbonation, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, looks quite inviting. Let's see what the nose has. Not a ton of going on. Now you can get a little bit of, your Christmassy spices and your clove and nutmeg, stuff like that, but allspice. But not much else. Really no hot nose to be there in any which way. A little bit of brown sugariness to the nose, but very subdued. Very subtle for, like I said, what is 7.9% alcohol beer, an 8% alcohol beer. You figure to have a heftier nose on it, especially a beer brewed with spices. But yeah, it smells nice, but very subtle. Not much to it at all. So, subtle on the nose, not subtle on the pour. Let's see how it is in the mouth. Cheers. It's creepily drinkable. For 8%, I mean, there's really not much going on there. Booze-wise, tastes like a 5% winter warmer. And again, not much not blowing you away flavor-wise, but it's a really nice winter warmer. Not uber robust, but it's very subtle, very drinkable, and very nice. No hops whatsoever. I mean, just to kind of relate it to another beer, I'd put it probably a notch below Sierra Nevada Celebration and what did I just review not too long ago? Deschutes Jubal Ale. It's kind of like that vein of winter warmer, just kind of a little bit further back as far as flavor. But yeah, it's not a bad beer, just not much to it. Yeah, a little bit of spiciness. Not really sweet, but just tiniest bit of brown sugar there. The faintest of hops on the end. And like I said, it's almost not even there. But you just get a little bit of it going on, and that's about it. But it's very drinkable, very nice. And I almost wish it was like 5%. Because then you'd be looking at something you could throw a few back on. But I mean, this is a very kind of a scary beer in that it tastes like your 5%, 6% winter warmer, but you're talking about an 8% beer. So yeah, a little bit scary when it comes to that. Especially you throw a few of those back, they'll sneak up on you. Rating wise, give it like a 78. Not a bad beer. Just wish I had a little bit more going on, especially with the ABV that it had. Availability and value. I mean, this is the first time I've seen it. I think is their first year producing it. Could be wrong. I didn't look it up because I don't really look up that stuff before I review. But availability, I've seen it in a few places. I'll give it availability 8, and we're talking northeastern Pennsylvania. Availability of 8 and value. I believe it's one of those, $10, $11 for a 6-pack kind of beers. So value, I just give it like a 7, 8 too. Right around there. So highs on value and availability, and 78 overall. Not too shabby of a beer. Just wish it brought a little bit more to the table. But it's infinitely drinkable. I mean, if you're a fan of winter warmer, that style of beer, and you want something that drinks easy, but just has a little bit more oomph to it, definitely be something you want to give a whirl. And if you're a fan of 21st Amendment in general, definitely worth giving it a whirl to see something that tastes a little bit different than what I typically have had from them. And, if you are want to try everything that's new and you see this kind of in your mix of 6 or your local grocer or 6-pack place, definitely worth a pickup. So yeah, it's another review in the books. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you know of any beers out there you'd like to see reviewed, you haven't seen reviewed, or you feel like should get a little bit more publicity than they should, whether they're just unknown stuff or local breweries that don't get distribution, please let us know. And if you'd like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Massive Beers in all 3 of those places. Way more active on Instagram, so if you're going to check us out anywhere, check us out there. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.